He's an outstanding talent. And here has the opportunity to give Wales the cushion on the 3-point lead, which they would give their right hands for, I'm sure, at this stage of the game. Not too bright a start for Wales. Now is Hook. Halfway between the 10-metre line and the halfway line. Strikes the ball well. Unlucky. And plenty of time for the Canadians to get the ball away. So, narrow miss then for Wales early on, but they have a good field position. Good position from which to attack, and a throw in at the line out also. So they look to Matthew Rees. Matthew Scarlett, originally from Pontypridd, to find his accuracy with the line-out ball. Wyn Jones at the back, Martin Williams to Peel. Now Popham, charging in at the heart of the Canadian defence. Jonathan Thomas just held back, and there's a hand in there. Alan Rowland quickly to spot it, and this time surely Jamie Cudmore, the man penalised. Ref wants to talk to him.
Not first, not coming around the gate. Second, use your hands in the ruck. Please be careful, okay?
So a warning immediately then for Jamie Cudmore, and a second opportunity for James Hook in as many minutes from in front of the post this time.
Yeah, it should serve a couple of purposes. It's A, to get Wales on the score, but I mean, the first kick, James Hook, we won't mind, it was a nice contact, nice strike. It certainly wasn't a gimme. This much more a sort of certain kick. But on the other, the extra bonus is the fact that they're making the Canadians tackle, they're making them infringe, and of course, yellow cards will take a place. If Canada continue to infringe all day, at some stage, especially so cynically close to their own line, it might put pressure on Alan Rowland to give the yellow card and reduce Canada to 14 men.
113 points already in his fledgling international career. Playing just the 16th game today, James Hook. Developed his talents very much on the 7-a-side circuit before making the breakthrough with Neath and the Ospreys. James Hook drills it right down the middle, kicks it powerfully. Just under 10 minutes gone in the first half. Wales have the lead they desperately wanted. 3 points to nil, thanks to that effort by James Hook.
James Hook, a top-class player, obviously applying pressure for the 10 jersey with Stephen Jones. For a man of his age to look as though he's got so much time on the ball, it bodes well for long-term rugby at fly half for Wales.
Monroe's ball back to Jonathan Thomas. I'm not sure that Shane Williams was expecting to get that pass. So probably it's ended up in the hands of Mike Pike. That one surely is too long. Williams underneath it. Calls for the mark and finally given.
Great option, great option. Kevin Morgan can really motor.
Shanklin in support of him. The combination that did so well for Wales really in the Six Nations triumph in 2005. Beautiful pickup by Peel from a poor ball. Adam Jones, the prop, is the first one in there. Mistake at the breakdown though has put pressure on Wales. And Snow takes it up. Monroe goes for the corner. That is a fantastic kick by the man from Waterloo.
The man from Waterloo is copying his old pal Chad Erskine, who played so wonderfully well for the Americans yesterday against England. Now Shane Williams from that mark, superb, saw the option was on, took it, great execution, but then from the following phase, there's the poor pass. That's the poor execution that we've seen too much from this weekend.
Long ball comes off successfully for Wales, with it ending up in the hands of Alex Popham. So that's relief from a dangerous position. Dwayne Peel with the clearance. Just making it a touch. Excellent kick by the new Welsh skipper.
And the winger, Pritchard, knew his rules. If he puts one foot in touch and catches it, he'll take the line out for Canada. Mark Jones is complaining that he felt that one foot in touch, when you make the clean catch, gives Canada the line out.
No, you're dropping in late.
So Monroe waits then, as Pat Reardon puts into a shortened line-out. Cudmore wears 6, wearing 4 is Luke Tate, and 5 is Mark James. Cudmore takes it. So this is what we expect to see from the Canadians. Rolling them all on, which they've done so successfully over the years. So it's turned into a ruck. Monroe goes for the drop goal, charged down by Martin Williams. And it's Pritchard with plenty of time. Intelligent little kick over the top. Mark Jones up and down, down and up. Keeping the ball alive, but rather a suicidal pass there. At the end of the day, it's Hook. Just a bit of a slice in it. Referee happy for the play to continue from the quickly taken throw by Monroe.
There's that man who covers every blade of grass again. Martin Williams made the charge down, chased the man down, finds himself retrieving the kick, and does the right things well. I think that's why everyone loves watching Martin Williams and appreciates him as a rugby player. Makes the right option virtually 99 times out of 100 and finds himself, quite a diminutive figure, finds himself in the right place at the right time, and he's always so effective.
Referee Roller has penalised the Canadians, having too many men in the line-out, a technical offence, resulting in a free kick. So it's Jonathan Thomas. Peel pops it up towards Gethin Jenkins. Bell's not overcommitting the ruck and maul to keep men out in the position here. Sonny Parker. First time the New Zealand-born centre has had the ball in his hands. That's very much a part of the modern game. Backs and forwards going in, they're taking the ball on. 11 and 12 both in there. Penalty given again against the Canadians, again for hands in the ruck. Dwayne Peel, the captain, did have a think about taking it quickly, but in the end the decision, quite understandably, is to give James Hook another kick.
And tremendously decisive from James Hook. He stood right there and said, nope, give me the ball, I'll bang this one over, I'm feeling confident, I'm striking well. The Wales fans will be delighted that Sonny Parker returned from his retirement, get him back in now. I had the pleasure of playing with him for a Barbarians team. Doesn't overly concentrate on the set pieces, just enjoys the ball in his hands, enjoys taking people on. He's tremendously physical and could fill that seemingly problem jersey for Wales at the moment at inside centre.
1 from 2 for James Hook so far. James Hook so far in the first 15 minutes almost of this first period, looking for his second success. Again, the contact was excellent from the youngster, extending Wales's lead. 6 points still, to the delight of his teammates on the bench there.
You can't have a better coach than Neil Jenkins. You can see at the bottom of your pictures there, just picking up his tee. He's become a tee carrier, but what a brilliant coach he is, what a great kicker he was. And to have him in the camp coaching Stephen Jones and James Hook would really add tremendous string to their bow.
The Canadians, based in France for the competition for the third time, they did pretty well on previous visits here. Quarter-finalists back in 1991. It's Pike from the back. Again, surely that's misdirected. Will go dead though, so Hook will have to minor it.
Yeah, I feel that James Hook was probably going for touch on that occasion. Sometimes you get a bit of boos and the crowd get upset with you, but sometimes you do play down the channel. On that occasion, I think he's just not quite timing his kicks out of hand as well as he's timing his kicks from the floor at this precise moment. And you don't want to give too much counter-attack ball to Mike Pike. He looks one of the most dangerous players in this Canadian team.
Yep, certainly does. Let's deep then to the Canadian goal kicker, James Pritchard. Record point scorer over the years for Bedford. Canada guilty this time of taking the man out in the air. Let referee Alain Rollin chastising the Canadians, decides not to allow the quickly taken penalty by Wales.
And Dwayne Peel a little frustrated twice now, I think. Twice now, he's wanted to go quickly, lift the tempo. That's what Dwayne Peel adds to the side as he scampers around the rucks. James Hook, a little bit of handbags, nothing too serious. But Dwayne Bill keen to get his hands on the ball, keen to lift the tempo. He knows when Wales play quickly, Wales play well.
Don't be doing anything silly when the ball's gone, okay? Just don't retaliate to anything.
Both sides making sure that's their replacements or potential replacements. Warm up. It's becoming an increasingly warm and bright day, actually. The sun's come out, so I would think the temperature is up by a couple of degrees since we kicked off.
Just like Ross-on-Sea.
Colin Jarvis, Duncan Jones, two of the 5 captains we saw there on the Welsh bench. As Peel takes it on quickly. Well, after a bright start, certainly Wales have penned the Canadians back in their own territory.
Just listen to Alan Rolland talking there. You know, we only tend to hear about referees, don't we, when we're having a pop at them. Alan Rolland really does it. I think he's the best referee in the world at the moment. The way he controls, but his empathy with what's going on as an ex-international player.
Pressure from the Welsh 8 was good there, but Morgan Williams, you remember in 1999 when he came on the scene with Canada with 2 tries against France down in Béziers. That's where he made the first big impression on us all. Brother Jeff played for Canada too as fullback. As Monroe gets the kick downfield. We heard about the controversial choices in the Welsh team. Well, Monroe in a sense too is a controversial choice for Canada, because Ryan Smith, another man who's played his rugby in France with Montauban, has been the regular number 10 over the last couple of seasons. Rick Sackett deciding obviously that Monroe was the man for the occasion in support of his forwards, I'm sure.
He looks to be controlling quite well. I mean, you can see him there bossing, talking to Morgan Williams. Keep it going, keep it going. They'll have it when it's going forward. Static. Well, you'd imagine this is going to be a kick. But no, they use the big Craig Culpin, big battering ram coming through. Good defence from Wales.
Another New Zealand man with connections. He was born in Canada, but actually brought up in New Zealand. Craig Culpin volunteered his services.
We're just saying there,
Canadians.
You can see what happens when you try and run slow ball. It doesn't matter who you're up against there. You just felt Argentina on the opening night just said, look, slow ball, Hernandez, let's kick it up. Man of the match is almost Manu Contepomi for chasing kicks all day. And so, yes, people and supporters want to see hands in the ball. But when it's slow, don't be afraid to let the boot do the work. That's what, especially early on in a game, defences are so well organised. James Hook's now got his 3-wood out this time.
Yes. Penalty decision by referee Rona. Against, was it Mike James, I think, going in there? And I think any more transgressions from Canada, and I think we might well see a yellow card.
Stuart Barnes quite rightly said sometimes they sort of wait till 75 minutes, and if they're cheating, they're cheating.
James Hook then, more or less from the position from which he hit the post with his first effort, maybe a metre or so further back towards halfway. Is composing himself. Good contact once again on the ball. Has the distance also this time and the accuracy. So Gareth Jenkins, the Welsh coach, will be delighted with that. James Hook has given Wales a platform in the first 20 minutes of this game.
Exactly, they haven't cut Canada up. What they've done is they've got the scoreboard ticking over. They know Canada will now have to play and come and chase the game. That will create space, and they understand that early on there's not huge amounts of space on an international rugby field.
Shane Williams with a poor pass that time, putting Alex Popham in big trouble. He'll thank him for that, won't he? But time for Hook, plenty of time.
What you like about Alex Popham is he's no nonsense, is he? He just gets on with it. He gets up, moves on, sets himself, knows what his job is, knows what his roles are, and gives his coach, wherever he's played, gives his coach absolute and total commitment. Has really sort of grabbed that number 8 shirt for himself, I think, recently.
So Pat Reardon, another man with connections, having played in Wales for a couple of seasons with Pontypridd. And here's the new man, Dave Biddle, wearing 7. Into the side as Stan McQueen, who people will know well down in Cornwall. He was forced because of injury to drop out of the World Cup party. Mike James from Stade Francais doing the hard work there to win the ball, and it goes in to Spicer in centre field. Canada through Cadmont, looking again